We're talking about that mid-game kind of spike in composition, but certainly one that can work with a lot of range on this roster. Like when you've got the Syndra that can set up for these long-range stuns, Ezreal as well that's got the Mystic shots, you can actually use that quite well and around these objectives, try and poke, prod, and even set up for a potential pick off of the Syndra stun.
Yeah, well, we did actually see it's breathe onto the Akali into the top side with the set going into Mole. So we'll see how this debut goes and the fantastic observing, as we are not going to waste any more of the fantastic viewers' time. It's going to be WE onto the Rift versus...
Has given a heap to SOFM, where you haven't actually got the back. Like, it's a 400 gold lead in that jungle without even kills going across.
Yeah, the one silver lining for Beishang is, of course, he will be able to pick himself up the dragon, and with the pressure they've now garnered in that bot side and in mid, they should be able to secure the steal onto this blue buff as well. But On might be in a little bit of trouble if he's not careful. Does have to flash away. Mole goes in. There's the showstopper, forces the flash. Sorry, not the flash, the arcane shift and the heal out of Huanfeng, and that's going to be first blood traded quickly back as SOFM picks himself. Kind of turnaround for them as well. They are on point with these global objectives, and see On getting jumped on, might equalizer down on you as well. There's just so many things that can go wrong if you're not careful enough. And speaking about not being careful enough, Paul might be caught out, and he is. Deal for the side of, you know, WE. They can't let Suning stack up to 2-3 Mountain Drakes.
Dragons, it definitely feels like WE now wants to try and put pressure with this. Mid is going to be the call.
Oh, they're going to jump in straight away. Goo have the Lamb's Respite to keep everyone safe for just as long as possible. SOFM jumps over the wall. You can see Breed following over with the killer, or excuse me, with the Akali ultimate. The perfect execution, not so perfect, does not pick himself up a kill. Bin is here, but not really able to make anything happen with the needlework, but now gets caught out. There's so much CC with this Nautilus, and he goes golden. The W is almost an absolute fail of the week, but it ends up being... Sean, use the Rift Shell, let Shelly get her charge off that turret. It's on 1 HP, it's dead, it's dead, don't be worried.
I know. Actually take this bot lane turret, so now you're answering up for WE, and this is a pretty big win. You can see they're starting to eke out a little bit more of a gold lead, about 3.5k, or certainly 2.5k for them there, as SOFM...
No, that's right, he's dead.
We were talking about from Suning can do so much work. It is 20 minutes, you take a lot of damage from this Baron.
4,000 HP, you got two people still in the pit. Mole is there, they're going to drop down the equalizer, they're going to try and go for this fight straight away, and it's just the perfect combination. Set and Rumble, name a better duo, I'll wait. And Akali able to do
more kills in his back pocket. Hell, you don't care about the Baron. If you're getting this much gold, you're pretty much...
WE, we saw play against Suning in that, you know, oh, never mind, I'm going to stop myself right there as Bing gets caught, face breakered, and showstopper. Zombie wards are scattered around the place. They still can't go anywhere near it, and that's going to be sole points of support. Flash for mid flash, you take that any day of the week. But Mole has found himself on the backside. He was seen, so they know he's here. There is the showstopper to start it all off. They're going to see the solo flare to try and keep On alive. He flashes back over towards that blue buff. There is the Lamb's Respite to keep this Lamb and Wolf alive. We're going to see the perfect execution just a little bit too early, so he doesn't quite get it, but it's a 2 for 2 at the moment. You still have Bin. They're going for the Baron because they know SOFM is not open for another 2 seconds, and you can see there Huanfeng going for the damage, but On is there. On is going to be caught out. The equalizer to try and stop any kind of scene here in the river, and they've got themselves vision control as well. Bin trying to do his very best, but there's the hook down on top of SOFM. We might have to use Lamb's Respite. He doesn't even get a chance to use it. Massive haymaker, right uppercut to the chin.
There, when you got this soul point for the Mountain Dragon as well, it becomes incredibly difficult. The comms are like, right? They're just laughing back and forth. You're like, how are you going to get away from that if that hook connected? You just have to show them, you know? It was like, just do this.
Yeah, I'm a visual learner. Show me how you win Zonyas. All right, cool. That's how he does it. Well, Baron goes down, Mountain Soul in the back pocket as well for Team WE. We're going to see Bin trying to scrape as much gold into his
building armor. Yes, but I still think just going your traditional build where you go towards something like a Phantom Dancer and start to move in wide, but the equalizer will force Suning off of the turret.
Yeah, there's Ben and Jerry in the tanks there, just trying to do as much damage as possible. SOFM underneath the tower, out of the ring with you. This is a wrestling match, and he ends up being killed. Mole with the showstopper to end it all off. It was WrestleMania there in the mid lane, as we can see now, with that Lamb's Respite, with the lack of a jungler. You have no way to defend this bot lane turret. You have no way to defend this mid tier 2, and you might be in a hell of a lot of trouble as well once they hit your inhibitor in mid lane.
Yeah, this is going to be it. WE now pushing in. Equalizer up again to force them off the tower. It's so stupid, but it doesn't matter. They
Look how quick it is. Look how quick
to get
it
him off
goes.
the turret. I know.
Look at the cooldown.
Look,
It's actually disgusting.
it really is. I mean, there's a and what do you do as Sunni? Your time's out. The clock's done.
Yeah, the clock is over and whistling. That's how he was using his Zhonya's. He just wanted to show you for a future time. And there's the showstopper on top of the equalizer. On is a tanky boy, but not that tanky, and they are going to be able to take him out. Now it's 5v4 with the midwave, or the midwave and the bot wave now crashing in the next few minutes. Minute and a half until that Elder Drake spawns. 2 minutes until Baron. They know you're there, lads. Unfortunately, that pink ward does not see the ward right on the corner of everything, as Mole might be in a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
Say that Missing's in a little bit of trouble. Misses his hook and gets caught out. You can see now Bin jumping in, trying to see if he can catch out Mole himself. Actually uses Mole as a vessel, and Suning are looking to burn down this Drake.
There he goes.
There he is, showstopper in. They're going to drop down the equalizer as well. There's no one really on it though as of right now. Now Mole taking a hell of a lot of punishment. Pop wave is pushing in. 4,000 HP, 3,000 HP. Can they go for it? They're going to try and get a smite fight in. It's going to be Kindred, and now this fight can go very much firmly in favor of Suning. Everyone from WE needs to get themselves into that Lamb's Respite, but it's not enough. There's just not enough there in the tank. The Elder Drake is just too damn powerful. As I say that, Elk gets himself out and finds himself a kill. He's burning, he's ticking. One more little another auto attack will do it. One Mystic shot, and he's not going to be able to take it. Oh, he's still alive. He's still going. No, not quite able to survive, but he still gets himself a kill. The base is going to be in tatters. Breathe is here on top of On, though. They're just trying to get all these Elder Drakes. This has all of a sudden gone from perfect to terrible. It'll be a 4v4 at the end of it, and it's soon. Now the inhibitor is going to drop. They're going to get both of these back down, and it's back to advantage to WE.
WE need to try and exit out stage right, though, although they're looking for the fight.
Oh, there's the equalizer down onto SOFM, who has to pop down the Lamb's Respite. They're going to try and bring everybody out top of this. On is dead, so is the Kindred. It's 1 kill, it's 2, it's 3, it might be 4. And this is almost certainly going to be the entire game going over in favor of WE. They'll take themselves a 1-0 advantage into this best of 3 versus Suning.
Hwanfang needs to be the one-man army, almost at the full build, but this is going to be too much. Elk is looking for Hwanfang as the Nexus will go down.
Nexus falls. WE find themselves the advantage in this series.
They set up heavy engage for the Rumble, and then when you look across the opposite side, we're kind of seeing actually nearly similar to kind of what WE were doing, right? You can have Sunni were doing in the last game is, Elk having this mid-game invade onto Beishang's blue buff.
Yeah, they are looking for something here. The Q's Mystic shots will be able to hit it. This blue buff losing a little bit of its patience with this whole team. Ends up going over to the side of, I believe, Suning in that particular one. SOFM picking that one up, and he has to flash away. Does get the smite down as well. Mole does not hit the face breaker, and Angel on the backside picks up first blood. They will be able to chase down SOFM. You imagine Elk is going to be able to pick this one up, no problem whatsoever. Mole is now here. It's 3v3. Teleports are there, and they're going to commit to it. On gets himself out with the grand entrance. They get the teleport to get everyone.
Are going to be so much nicer. Plus, look at the wave, as you're saying, we're talking about a Breathe losing, but Angel.
Oh, Mole's in a lot of trouble though. No flash available to him, and he's just getting auto-attacked and harpooned down. Almost a great play there on top of Angel, but that is going to be a favorable kill now into this mid lane. You can already see the CS is absurdly large here for Angel. He is going to have so much time and pressure, but On might be in a little bit of trouble. They're going to jump straight in on top of him. The grand entrance, no, not going to be used. The flash has to be invested, but he dies anyway, and now they can jump on the Hwanfang. There is a TP available. It's all action all the time. Welcome to the LPL, and they jump straight down onto Hwanfang as he will drop. And that will be a very welcome kill going on plays. And this is just Suning paying back the favor into WE, saying, look, we know what you're trying to do. We know what you're trying to go for. Speaking of trying to go for something, On did go in. He got ignited, but it is missing who's first to fall. This tower. You see Mole and Beishang both hovering around. On is there and has got himself his escape as they're trying to just separate them out. Now he doesn't really have anywhere to go, so he's going to be jumped on straight away. Not quite taken down. Does end up surviving. They get another TP, this time out of Bin. Mole
like this from WE. Look at the ward that they placed in towards the bit on the side. I can't remember the name for it. But basically what they want to do is make sure they've got a TP ward for when SOFM tries to make the Herald play boss.
Yeah, they're going to go for a two-man knock-up, and there's nowhere for On to go except flash away, and a flash from SOFM. Beishong trying to just run into him. The Q knock.
They could have done so much, turned that into a bottom tier 1, and actually answer for the plates that Bin is trading on the top side. Now, you still try to go there, but with them being dissuaded, Sunny now are just going to run straight top and try and collapse onto Mo.
This is going to be a hard one to do, but with the Rift Herald, the Equalizer, oh, Mo, where are you going to go, buddy? To your death, to the grey screen. There's nowhere else for you to go. As we can see now, everyone is going to be sharing in a nice little bit of gold and plates.
Well, certainly, they do need to be careful about how strong Sunny are right now.
And speaking of item breakpoints, Beishong has actually gone for the Turbo Chem Tank. As Mole does try and find himself a little bit, unfortunately. They're the ones that are kind of finding the pressure around the map.
Yeah, and they can continue now to put that pressure elsewhere, right? Ooh, hang on, top side.
Oh, we're going to see Cyclone. Bin just gets 1v1, uses his flash as well, the power of the Ignite. And now SOFM gonna say hello to the Alistair and back himself away. But while that was happening, Angel
doesn't have the culling either, so with that dash, isn't quite able to buy the distance that he needs. And Beishong chases him down.
I mean, he's like, yes, you do have a mix of Rumble there, which are, all your other items, but Snon. Not going to be snot out, but as we see now, Breathe getting caught out here, or is he the one catching out Bin? There is a level lead and a TP being invested, and a hell of a lot of other people joining in. They're going to try and give this one over to Mole. They're going to try and gift that one to him to try and get him back to a relevant position, and that is going to be an easy kill, trade into the turret. And this is the gears that we know so well for WE. They just kind of pick a gear and they move into it as quick as possible. Missing though, might have to force his own flash. There's the Equalizer. Hasn't flashed just yet, hasn't ulted either.
Divine Sunder that Bin has picked up, so it makes it really hard for the Sunnian in the side lane play.
Yeah, and SOFM has flash. Can he get out though? That's the question. The headbutt pulverize is enough, and Beishong picks
Breathe
up.
is completely forcing Bin away from this tower, and now they can finish it off.
That is a 2-level lead in the top lane. It's so rare to see such a massive gap forming as such, and Breathe. Honestly, flash into the grand entrance, trying to use the quickness as well, as Elf does just end up getting caught out. Huanfeng using that killer instinct to his fullest. That's a nice little trade back, but back to my point of that, this was someone we said, again, Bin is the one that usually Suning set up to succeed. He's the one that usually try to put in the early resources, and he has to play on the back foot in this series.
Yeah, and it's definitely somewhere that Bin is not comfortable playing in, but Sunny now do have control. They're going to get that second charge. Equalizer down.
Equalizer is down. They will pick up Mole, who had to flash away, but it was all too little too late.
Towards this Baron.
Yeah, double Kraken Slayer and a Rumble means that they can just absolutely just melt this Baron as it stands. There's the Equalizer. Doesn't really land onto anybody, if I'm being totally honest. And Mole goes in, does land the face breaker, does start the Stopper as well. They will stop the Bin from getting his Cyclone off. You can see On trying to go in with the quickness, but everyone just disengages. And again, Suning try to go for something, but it's WE that are looking like the more proactive.
But on top of it, it becomes incredibly hard for you to deal with as WE. Now, though, Suning...
Speaking of difficult to burst down, Breathe and Mole are around the side. They may look for an engage.
Bin tries to go on towards Breathe, but kind of realizes that's not the trade they want. Now, Mole, though.
Mole has been caught out. He's going to try and use his face breaker to get himself out. Missing did not have the Unbreakable to keep himself alive just yet, but he does have those Mystic shots. And oh my god, look at those Qs just hitting Huanfeng. He's already down to half HP, and you still have Beishong lit flash. You still have that opportunity, as we can see there goes On trying to jump on top of this. Suning have backed away from the Baron, is still doing extra damage, and now the fight's being turned around. 5v3, and is still going to be Suning looking to try and take this fight. They're still 5v3. They lose one. They don't want to change the odds. This one, ooh, the blast cone is super unlucky there for Elk. He almost catches out On, but it is still going to be a 1-for-1 trade. And now, do you just turn and burn? Look for
the
the snipe!
Well, Breathe is going to be dealing true damage, but Bin, Angel, and Huanfeng are here. They need to try and make a call. There's the turn.
There it is, the turn, the burn. They catch out Angel, and they keep on the Baron as well.
Hoping to make a play mid.
What was that? Okay, SOFM, that Equalizer was definitely not what your team's amount of stats loaded into Gwen's kit. And then we'll see them pushing into the mid lane. They're going to be able to take down this tier 2. This will be the final tier 2 that they have.
This Dragon now too, you already can see how difficult Suning or how difficult a time Suning are having against WE, but it's looking a little bit messy from Suning. WE are capitalizing and bringing them all around the flank again.
Yeah, they're on the flank. They already catch somebody out. You can see there, Huan Fong with a single ultimate is down below half his HP. But now the inside track belongs to WE. They've got themselves on the side of the base that is supposed to belong to Suning. And Suning got to find their way in. The base will be cracked without any major objective being traded.
Yeah, and that's going to be the inhibitor down. And now here's a wave that we prepped earlier. WE can shift down towards that bottom side of the map, look to try and continue this. Now, Suning in a better spot to try and defend this, but still the poke is going to rain down.
Missing goes a little bit too far aggressive, has to force a flash out of himself. And that means that your engage is very much mitigated here for Team WE. You will see the culling come out. It will just give everybody a nice little pat on the back. Angel does about as much damage to everyone else as that Q did to him, so everyone just going to back away, spend the gold, try and get him out. Oh, nicely done by Mole. He goes in and trying to go, but I don't think the rest of his team was prepared. His team were not ready for them to go in so hard, and there is going to be missing, almost certainly dropping as well. See, Breathe still 2 levels ahead of Bin and still being a menace to the sidelines.
Yeah, surprised to see this Aruda's grudge on Angel, but hold on.
Oh, on. Jumping in, but you've used all of your disengage tools. They're going to use the equalizer again, very lackluster. They do get the face breaker though on top of everybody. They're going to need to try and get Huan Fong out of here if they can. They do take down Angel. Huan Fong is on the back end though, just burning down these health bars. And with 20 seconds until Baron, they will get the Baron, which gives them a push in pretty much every single wave. They would be massive if he's able to get off onto this backside. No flash available to him, no heal. Very, very important to see how they're able to get onto this backside. You can see Bin trying to go in now. He goes in onto the backside. The Dragon goes down, and the team fight is almost certainly going in the favor of Suning. They've got the backline dive. They're going to see if they can get anything else. They do not get the face breaker from the set, or indeed the ult, as he's just melted too quickly. It ends up being a 3 for 1, excuse me, in favor of Suning. And this game honestly feels like it's just going to go to a game 3. I think we're going to a full 6 games today, Dagda.
Yeah, Missy trying to play ring around the rosy, but I mean it doesn't matter. Even if he doesn't escape, you've got the full push now in the mid lane coming through from Angel and SOFM. You do have the cooldowns coming, or the respawns coming through in the next 15 seconds, so they can't really push on for more than maybe these outer turrets, as WE will be respawning.
Yeah, we'll get maybe 2 inhibitors off of this, maybe only the 1. Missing trying his very best to keep on as honest as possible, as just is going to be able to take them down. Supportal combat is always going to be going aggressive, and for Elf coming in after a fantastic performance.
We're going aggressive.
Oh, they're going aggressive into a choke point. Mole has to stop his forward movement to try and just mitigate some of that culling damage, and he's dead.
Sorry, Penguin, do you want to finish that point? Would you like to finish that point about? Yeah, no.
My point stands. WE are just being.
See, Bin is pouring the super minions through the mid lane. Suning go for the top lane turret, and WE have to disperse instantly.
Yeah, they have to back away. They cannot defend this one right now unless they land a bit of poke. It's just not really going to work for them. They get the inhibitor and they get out.
This now becomes a pretty much an uphill battle for WE's. Oh my god.
Yeah, they just going to burn down base. Sean, the TP going to be coming in from the Stays on the backside, but look, they're waiting for him. They know that they can go for something. Oh
no.
Oh no. We are going to a game 3. The full 6 games today as Angel finds himself on the back line. It's going to be Elk trying his best to try to defend this one here. He's landing those Qs. He's landing as much as he possibly can. He might be able to get something off of this, but without anything in the back pocket, it's going to be very difficult. He's still going, but Huan Fong is there. The ace is on. The Huan Fong is huge in this game. The double AD carries are enough to take down WE. And Dagda, we're going to a game 3.
A full 6-game day here in the LPL. A little bit of range for yourself there with the Zoe and the Ezra providing some poke, but certainly a team fighting composition from WE where they want to be trying to get in on top of Huan Fong and seeing if they can pick him off in these fights.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We are on to the Rift for our 3rd game.
This thing just falls off a cliff.
Yeah, well, they know where he is, and actually Lee Sinner's a little bit ahead. And I say that, though, On gets jumped on, has to flash away, but it was a flash burnt by Elk, so still a little bit of an advantage in terms of the AD carries, but he will have his arcane shift available to him. As we can see, flash belly bop, and that's missing, using the Gragas to full effect. Nothing Juan Fong could do.
That was so cool. Now, SOFM, though, he's trying to see if he can answer back topside.
He is going to be able to try for something, but this is an
Oh,
Udyr
no.
very early on. They both get their smites down. It is SOFM who has to flash away, but it's a flash bear slap right on top of your face, and that 1v1 is not the one
That you were already essentially just inted in your own topside jungle means that you don't get that play. Beishang, though, might be in trouble.
He might be in a little bit of trouble. There is going to be a lot of damage and a flash as Beishang gets knocked back. He will be taken down big.
Between Beishang and SOFM.
Yep, that kill and a couple of extra camps as Angel playing happy feet right now. Has used the Scatter of the Week already, as we are going to see the Bear Slap coming in. SOFM is there. They will end up using the Unleash power. Bubble not available for a couple more seconds here, as we can see the Paddle Star coming in. But on the bot side, On is actually dead. On died in this little 2v2 skirmish that was happening all on its lonesome. Missing, really doing well. There's the Trouble Bubble down and Breathe. Looking to try and see if he can catch someone. He's going to look to try and catch two. He gets one. He's not going to be able to get out, though, because the Scatter of the Week is just too damn good. Beishang now on top of SOFM. This fight is still going on as Beishang goes the long way around. He's trying to see if he can get on top of this guy. Angel will fall to an auto attack of Mole as he gets onto the Paddle Star. There is the cripple, but he's not quite able to slow him down enough.
With your mute button.
Yes, I am muting, but I keep forgetting to.
That can come through the hard engage. It becomes really difficult for On to position correctly.
Oh, speaking of difficulty, it's going to be Bin, who has a lot of issues now up in this top side. Going to keep all of his summoners there because he knows that he's dead to rights.
Plus, obviously, then having the Lulu beside you, it's going to make it quite difficult as...
Oh, there is the belly bop into the ultimate as well. That's going to be a quick kill. Now, where are you going to go? On is dead. They actually forced the teleport out of Angel. Again, he has to use the teleport to try and defensive to save his bot lane. SOFM is here as well, but this turret is dead to rights. That being said, Bin is being jumped on. Bin dies. Even commits his the ultimate from Ezreal going wide. No one really going to go for it. Bin does TP down into the mid lane. SOFM caught in the pit by himself. Beishang now just trying to fight him. Flash away by the Lee Sin. I think SOFM, you gotta leave this one alone. You can't go for this one. Has to back away, but now look at this. Everyone's on the wrong side. Here we go. This is going to be the start of the fight. As you can see, the Dragon Kick is going to be comboed with the ultimate there from the Syndra. Enough to take down Beishang. That is enough damage.
And that kind of seems to be the story of this game is On!
Oh, on with the Rift Herald, honestly, and just look for a second turret.
Mole, if you just throw anything through that wall, you hit Angel. Ah! No, he was so close, but still.
Not quite able to hit it, but they are going to try and just put down the pain onto Angel regardless. You can see now going in SOFM. Actually, he was all a bait. He wasn't going for Mole at all. He was going for L. I don't think they're going to be able to contest this on the side of Suning unless they go for a Miracle Steal.
No, they're not going to try to. So WE will get a Dragon for control of the jungle. They're not actually getting an opportunity to come back. And this game is On. No, buddy, please. No.
I'm sorry, buddy. He might be dead. Yep, he's almost certainly going to be going down. Angel Bin, covert mission to try and catch people out. Beishang, though, might be in a little bit of trouble. Actually, they kind of know where Angel is. I feel like they're just trying to find out exactly where to go. There he is. He's going to get caught out. Nowhere for him to go. Missing says, thank you. I'm going AP Gragas after my Shirelias. That's going to put WE onto the soul point, mountain soul point for them. And again, one team fight away from a massive victory here in this series.
Fresh air, because this has been an intense set of games, and I know for one I've been kind of tense in here waiting for something to happen, but now WE, they just get
hours, but only mid lane today in this particular game as everyone just tries to get priority. There is a big bubble, and that's going to start the fight. That's going to end the game. You have 2 kills now onto Elf. Juan Fong's in a lot of trouble. He gets his Immortal Shield Bow pop, but he's immortal no more. He is dead to rights, and everyone's going to jump onto it. Blink and you missed it. Everyone ends up going down, even the little Acathian surprise being enough to take a little bit of a kill on the back end of it. But with 5 kills, excuse me, the full ace, the only one dropping missing is going to mean that the game goes over to WE. They take their first win, and they are going to start the season off on the right foot.
It was long, it was drawn out, it was arduous against Sunni, but WE will find their first victory of the split, and a lot of it coming off of the carry performances coming through from Jumong and Breed, and that man in the mid lane, Mo.
Fantastic stuff.